Hi, I'm Josh, aka Truth, and today I'm going to be tier listing every single game that I have platinumed. Huge shout out to Nick AR, I am basically blatantly stealing his video idea, but rather than having shame in it, I'm going to admit it and link his video below, because it's a good video and I wanted to do my own. I'm not going to be counting stacks of the same platinum, so I have Ghost Runner's platinum 3 times, it's only going to appear on this list once. So, without any further ado, let's explain the tiers. Okay, for this list, we are going with S, A, B, C, F. Starting with F tier, these are the bottom of the barrel games that nobody should play, that they are the worst things that I have platinumed, that I've played purely for the trophies, and I am frankly a little bit ashamed of. Next we have C tier, which is for the below average platinums. These are for indie games that are really quick, or games that sort of get shafted with a bad trophy list, but are actually solid games. After that, we have B tier, which is just for your bog standard, your good platinum. This would be your big Sony AAA exclusives that are quite easy. That kind of thing will fall into B tier. After that, we have A tier, which is a good, standout, really good platinum to have. Something that requires a little bit more effort, but is still achievable by most. And then we have S tier, which are the platinums that I am the most proud of, and that I think are my crown jewels of my trophy hunting career. So, without any further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so here we have my tier list. Here we have all the trophy icons. Let's not waste any time. Let's get started. 112th seed. This is a small platformer game that just has a really bad trophy list. It's going to go C tier, but it's going to be very low C tier. Next we have A Way Out. This is a pretty decent little game. Not really my kind of thing. I'm not really a big fan of Hazelight's games, but it is a B tier platinum. Next up we have Alteryx. This one's quite a challenging game, even if it is short. I'm going to give it a high C tier. Next we have Among Us, and this game has enough grindy components that I'm going to give it a B tier. After that we have Ape Escape, which it's such a simple trophy list. You don't have to collect everything. It's going to get a low B tier. I'll put Among Us above A Way Out. After that we have Arcadegeddon, which is quite long, requires a decent amount of effort to get through all the runs. I know my friend was struggling with it for a while. I'm going to put that in A tier. Ascend Shaft and Endless Shaft straight in F. Any game by the Voices Games is horrendous. After that we have Astro's Playroom, which is such an amazing little showcase of the PS5. It has a good trophy. I'm going to give it a B. I'm going to say above Ape Escape. After that we have Awesome P2. It's not the worst. I'm going to put it above 112 seed, but it still is very low down. After that we have Ben 10, which it requires more effort than you'd think. You have to beat each level. I think it's without getting hit. I'm going to put it in B, above Ape Escape, above Astro's Playroom. I'm actually going to put it top of B tier so far. Bird Game Plus is going to go F. Blind Men, also really bad. Going to go F. Borderlands. The first Borderlands game is quite an easy platinum compared to the rest of them. I'm going to say top of B tier so far. And then we have Bugsnax. This game is so good, so I'm going to put it there. Castle Pals, top of F tier so far. Chaos on Deponia, I'm going to put at the top of C tier. Clash Force, you can get a C tier as well. Next we have Crash 2, which is going to go in A tier. Crash 1 is harder, and I'm going to put it in S tier. It's going to be our first S tier game. Next we have Daggerhood. I'll put it above 112 seed. Dead Dungeon is kind of like Super Meat Boy. It's a tricky little platformer. I really like it. I'm going to give it a B tier. After that we have Deep Space Rush. It's high F tier. After that we have Deponia, which I'm going to give a low B tier. I'll put it there. After that we have Devil May Cry 2. This game sucks, but as a platinum, because it is the hardest one here, I'm going to put it at the top of B tier. Devil May Cry 1, straight into S tier. I think this is one of my hardest platinums, and I'm really proud of it. This one took a lot of effort out of me, and I'm very proud of it. I'm even going to put it over Crash Bandicoot, I think. Next up we have Dig Dug. Dig Dug can get a B tier. Next we have Dissection, Just gonna get a very low C tier. We'll go there. After that, we have Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm gonna give it a B. It's gonna sit at the bottom of B. Donut County. This is the definition of a C tier. Next up, we have another S tier platinum, Doom. I'm gonna put that at number 1. A little bit of a spoiler for the rest of the list. I think that is my proudest platinum. Next up, we have Doom 2016. This is a very high B tier. In terms of games, it's far above Devil May Cry 2, but I'm gonna put it there. Doom Eternal as well. It's gonna go bottom of A tier. Dark Souls Plus, F tier. Fall Guys, this is a really good platinum to have. I'm going to put it at the top of A tier. I think the exploit is the only reason it's not S tier. Fallout Shelter. I did this completely legit. I had no time skips going on. I did it completely legit. So I'm gonna put it in A tier. Put it above Doom Eternal. Next up, we have First Class Trouble. I'm going to put it at the top of B tier. No, I'm going to put it low A tier. It's going to be the bottom of A tier. That's a good platinum, that is. That is a really good one to have, actually, to be fair. Friday the 13th Killer Puzzle. I'm going to put it here. It's a good game. It's a shame it got delisted. Next, we have Funny Truck. Very easy F tier right there. Galaga. I'm going to put it there, just above Among Us. Next up, we have Ghost of Tsushima. This is like a standard B tier platinum. It's a phenomenal game though. I'm gonna put it above Borderlands. Ghost of Tsushima is an incredible game that I highly recommend to anyone. And yeah, it's gonna get high B tier. Ghost Runner. This is a game that I've played to death. I know this game like the back of my hand. I've got 3 out of 4 stacks. I'm looking at getting the 4th. This is honestly, I think the game is S tier. The platinum's an A tier. You have to get good at the game, and I think because I've gotten good at the game, I've kind of forgotten how hard it is in a way. I'm gonna put it above Arcadegeddon. Next up, we have Goat Simulator. I'm gonna go right there. I am gonna swap those around actually. Yeah, I'll do that. The Pony can have the bottom of B tier. Why not? Next up, we have God of War 2005. This one is going to sit right near the top of B tier as well. I'm going to put it under Devil May Cry 2. I'm going to move Devil May Cry up 2 to the bottom of A tier. I don't want to because it's not a great game, but I do think that it is a hard enough platinum. Next up, we have Golf with Your Friends. I'm going to put it very high B tier. Like, I'm going to put it there. Gorogoa, another indie game sort of straddled with a pretty crap trophy list. Pretty easy trophy list, actually. I'm going to say, if you did it legit and had to thinking about it, we're going to go, it's a heist. It's a C tier. Next up, we have Gravity Duck, F. Next, we have Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. This is getting a B tier. I'm going to put it below Borderlands, above Bugsnax, though. Slowly getting there, slowly getting there. Next up, we have Gun Crazy. I mean, this is a solid C tier. I think it's about on par with Clash Force. I kind of have fonder memories of Clash Force, so I'm going to put it there. Heavy Fire Afghanistan. I'm going to put this near the bottom of B. Yeah, I'm going to put it right here. I wasn't going to have a D tier. So yeah, I'm going to make a new C tier. Bring that down to a D tier. Keep F how it is. I think that just sort of looks better because these platinums feel like they're in a different tier from these ones. So yeah, I think I'll add in a D tier. Next up, we have Hitman Go. I'm going to put it at the bottom of C tier. I'm not really the biggest fan of those kind of puzzle games, but I did it. I got the platinum. Next up, we have I and Me. It's going to get a D tier. I'm going to go there. Infamous First Light. This is getting a B tier. It's going to go about here. I'm also going to put the first game in B tier. And I'm going to actually put the first game above. Actually, I'm going to move Borderlands back down. There you go. That looks a little bit better for me. Inksplosion is going to be a high C tier. I'm going to put it there between Alteryx and I and Me. Jack and Jill DX. Yeah, F tier. So, first we have Jak 2. This one, I did it with console commands. I really cheated myself out of it. So, I'm going to put it at the top of F tier. Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. I'm going to give it a high C. I'm going to give it a high C tier. My list's probably quite inconsistent. There are probably games in B tier that should be in C tier that should be in B tier, but this is how it is. This is my opinion on my trophies. Next, we have Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. There. Like, as a platinum, it sort of falls in with these ones here, with the higher B tier, but I'm just not a fan enough of the game to put it any higher than that. Next, we have Kid Trip, and this game is a tricky little indie game. I'm going to put it above Galaga. Killing Floor 2, I'm going to put this in B tier as well. I'm going to put it back there. Lara Croft Go, bottom of C tier as well. Legend of Talia, you can go right here in F tier, in fact. At least, yeah, I'll swap them two around. At least Ascend Shaft took more effort. Yeah, there you go. Lord of Clicks, you can go just bottom of D tier. Maneater, I'm gonna go low B tier. Many Faces, this one can get D tier. Yeah, right there. I enjoyed it more than Dissection. After that, we have Max and the Book of Chaos. Actually, I'm gonna move Donut County and Gorogoa to the bottom of C tier. Because they are like decent little indie games. Max and the Book of Chaos. I don't even really remember this game. Above Iron Me. Above Iron Me. Metagal. I kind of like this one. It's going to get a high C tier as well. It's going to go about here. After that, we have Spider-Man Miles Morales. This one's a solid B tier. Above Dead Dungeon. Minecraft. I'm going to say A tier for this one, and I'm going to say right there. Yeah, that's a good place for it. Next up, we have Ms. Pac-Man, above Miles Morales, but below Dig Dug. My Hero 1's Justice, that's going to get B tier, above Borderlands. Yeah, right there. My Name is Mayo, the whole trilogy. I think that's 2, 3, and then 1. They're going to go top of D. 1 and 2 are interchangeable, but 3 is the best of them. Neon Junction, F. Yeah, right there. This is Newtonian Inversion. It's going to get an F. Yeah, right there. Nexomon. Oh, it's quite a time commitment, so I'm going to go low B tier. Put it above Maneater. There you go. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. This is another B tier, I think. Actually, I think quickly, I'm going to move down Bugsnax to there. But I'm going to put Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. No, I'll put it below Bugsnax. No Thing. I'm going to put it right around Dead Dungeon. I'm going to say Dead Dungeon's harder. Operation Tango. I'm going to put it high C tier, about with A Way Out. I'll put it here. Next up, we have Overwatch. This is going in S tier. Pac-Man. Right, Miss Pac-Man. You go above it. Next up, we have Perils of Baking. Bottom is C tier. But yeah, next we have Pity Pit. Another F tier game. Right there. Yeah, F tier. Project Warlock. I'm going to put this one in A. I'll put it right there. Yeah. It's a great game, though. I highly recommend it, especially if you guys like old school Doom. This game is incredible. I highly recommend it. Pyre, a pretty decent little sports RPG. This one's going to go in B tier as well. There you go. That's where Pyre's going to go. No, because it's not that long. It's not really that hard either. Yeah, that'll do. Next we have Radio Squid. I'm going to move it into bottom of D tier. Rainbow Six Siege actually requires quite the effort. Requires you to get quite good at it. Yeah, I'm going to say there. Next up, Rainbows, Toilets and Unicorns. A fun little bullet hell game. I'm going to put it top of C tier just because it can be quite tricky. Ratchet and Clank. The 2016 game. This can get a B tier, definitely. About there, actually, yeah. Rift Apart. See, the trophy list really brings this one down. I think the game itself is incredible. The game itself is like A S tier. It's really fucking good. But I can't put it higher than like a C tier. The Reed games. You can go like here. Reed 2. There. Remnant from the Ashes. Top of A tier. I'm going to say just over Ghost Runner. Next we have a bunch of Resident Evil games. Resident Evil 2. I'm going to put it at low A tier. Like about there. Resident Evil 3, I'm going to put high B tier because it doesn't require as much effort. Above Doom, yeah. Resident Evil 4 remake, I'll put it right there, yeah. I think it's harder than Project Warlock, actually, so I'll put it there. Resident Evil 7, again, another good platinum to have. I'm going to go above Resident Evil 2. But they're about the same. Resident Evil, the original, however, I think is the best platinum out of them all. All of the ones that I have. Yeah, about there. Road Bustle, on the other hand, F tier. In fact, I'm going to rush some F tiers now. Via Looty Gooty, F tier. Oddserific Arcade, Snakeboat, F tier as well. It's funny, it's a funny meme game. Yeah, it gets more points in F tier, but it's still F tier. Zero Option Invasion. I don't even remember this one very well. This can get, yeah, I can get an F tier. Space Intervention. Another F tier platinum. Cannot forget about Slide. It's a more well-known, like, infamous one. I'm going to put it a high F tier, but it's still F tier. Oh, and I didn't even realise Spectre Woods. Another horrible one. F tier. There you go. Rocket League. We're going to go B tier for this one. Yeah, about there. Rogue Company requires 25 hours in a party. That is ridiculous. Put it above Bugsnax. And above Jedi Fallen Order. But that's about it. That's about as high as it will go. Next we have Roombo. First Blood. Is going to get a C tier. About there. Rubber Bandits. It requires 4 players actually. Because of the 4-player requirement, I'm going to put it above these ones. But yeah, C tier. Rush Rover. This game is going to get D tier. Above there. Save Room is going to get a nice high D tier. Below them ones, but above Max and the Book of Chaos. Next we have Scourgebringer. Yeah, I'm going to put it about there. I think One's Justice is harder. So yeah, it's going to get a nice solid B tier. Shady Part of Me. I'm going to put this one high C tier, I think. About there. Next we have Skater XL. I'm going to put it high C. I'm going to put it there. Skyscrapers is a nice little indie game. It's going to get a C tier. I'll put it actually about there. Yeah, that's a good place for it. Skytime. Another C tier. I'll put it above the Pony. Above Doki actually as well. Yeah, right there. Slayaway Camp. I'm going to put it above Friday the 13th. Sly Cooper. This can get a high C tier as well. About with Jak and Daxter. There you go. Songbird Symphony. About there you go. It can go there. Sound Shapes is quite hard. Points. It can get a B tier, I reckon. Put it above Nexomon. Marvel's Spider-Man. I'm going to put it about the same. I'm going to put it just above Miles Morales. SpongeBob, Battle for Bikini Bottom. I'll put it right there. The Spyro games. Spyro 1. Spyro 1. We're going to put it above Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah, back there. Spyro 2. There. Spyro 3, I will dock points for the fact that you do not have to 100% it. There, I reckon. Stray. Above Bugsnax, but below Jedi Fallen Order. It's a really good little game, though. Highly recommend it. Street Race Underground. Yeah, bottom of C tier. Stretch. This game's actually quite challenging. I'm going to say it's going to go here bottom of C tier as well. Next we have the Suicide Guy games. Both of these are going to get... They're sort of fall in with these other ones here. I'm going to put them above Perils of Baking. Actually, no, I'll put Perils of Baking above them. Superstar Blast. I think that's the name of it. I don't know. It's such a forgettable game. In one ear, out the other. It's a definition of a D tier platinum. I'm going to put it there. Next up we have Switch and Shoot. It's going to get a C tier. Yeah. It can be quite tricky, so I'm going to put it above these ones. Fun little fact about Switch and Shoot. I am the fastest achiever for the platinum in the North American stack. Which is quite interesting, actually. I'm quite proud of that. Anyway, back to the list. Next we have Tesla Force. These can go C tier. I think above... Yeah, both of these games, they're top-down sort of twin-stick shooters. They can get quite tricky, but I'm going to give them both C tier. Tesla Grad. This game can actually be quite tricky. I'm going to put it in B tier. Yeah, I'm going to put it about there. Next, we have Timothy versus the Aliens. I'm going to put it about there. Thunderpaw. This one was surprisingly tricky, but it's still just not a great game. I'm going to say about here. Titanfall 2. This is actually a really good platinum to have. It's not that hard, but definitely very solid. I'm going to say about... It's very high B tier. Now we have Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. I'm going to say about there. I'm very proud of that platinum, though. That is one of my favourite platinums, personally, because I absolutely love that game, and I never thought when I was younger playing it that I would ever complete it 100%. But I did. I did it. I got the platinum trophy, and I'm very proud of it. Totally Reliable Delivery Service. This game's a lot of fun. I'm going to say there. I actually think I'm going to move Rogue Company up a little bit. About that. That looks about good for Rogue Company. Ultimate Chicken Horse. This game could be quite tedious in how you had to farm stuff. I'm going to go B tier, but where in B tier? I'm going to say about around Among Us. I'm going to say above Among Us, right there. Undertale. You don't have to beat this game. It's very easy to get the platinum. It's going to go into C tier, but whereabouts? I think I'm going to go higher C tier. I'm going to go about here. Virginia. This is a nice little story game. That, again, it's going to go in C tier for me. It's going to go actually just above Undertale. Now we have the We Were Here games. I'm going to put the first game in C tier. I'm going to put it about with Operation Tango. I'm going to put it below Operation Tango because it's quite easy. Same with the second game, actually. I put it above that because it's... I'm going to put it above Operation Tango because it's harder. We Were Here Together actually takes the most brain power out of all of them. And if I weren't playing it with a very clever friend, I never would have beaten it. So this game, it B tier, easy. About there, yeah. Low B tier. Next we have yet another zombie defense. Gonna say about with skyscrapers requires a bit more effort than that. I'm gonna put there. Last but not least, Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. Above Borderlands, but not above Rogue Company. Give it a B tier. And that is gonna be it for the tier list. So if we zoom out a little bit, there you go. There's the whole tier list. There's quite a few games there that I'm not quite proud of. Definitely not proud of the F tiers and most of the D tiers, but the C tiers. Actually, I'm gonna move Alteryx up to the top of D tier, and I'm gonna move Stretch there with it because that's quite tricky, and because of the time commitment, I'm gonna move that there. Yeah, they can have D tier. So yeah, that's my whole tier list of my platinums. Are there any there that you guys disagree with? Are there any there that you guys think I'm being overly harsh on? Like, I'm saying that they're not as good of a platinum as they are? Or are there any there that you think I'm gassing up too much? That you think, no, that's nowhere near as good of a platinum as it is? Let me know in the comments below. I'd be very interested to hear your opinions. I like to hear people roast my account. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Okay, so before I let you guys go, I do want to add that I am starting a bit of a personal challenge. I really enjoyed cleaning up those 100 unearned trophies, so my goal is to do 100 a month. Now, I'm only doing 100 a month as I am going back to work, so I'm not going to have as much time to game, and I do also want to try and put more videos out. So I'm only going to do 100 a month at a bare minimum. If I do more, I do more. If not, I don't. This number on screen is the number of unearned trophies that I am at now. That is going to be reduced by 100 for next month, hopefully. The next video that I should be doing will be about the Callisto Protocol. That video should be coming out on July 1st, if I can get that done in time. If not, there should be something else out on July 1st. Either way, I'm planning on having another video out at the latest on July 1st. So, watch out for that. In that video, I will update you guys about this number. Hopefully, it will be lower down. So yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, show me by dropping a like. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the video, of my tier list, of my little challenge. If you think that I'm being a baby by only saying 100, thinking I could do more. Subscribe so that you guys can see my next video and keep up with the challenge. Ring that notification bell so that my videos don't get drowned in your subscription box. And I'll see you guys next time.